Moving on, the aviation sector in the country has experienced a significant increase in the number of new airlines joining the local aviation market, a factor that has positioned the industry on a steady takeoff, a shot in the arm for recovery efforts after a 2-year slump at the height of the pandemic. Investors in the aviation sector are keen on not just getting a return on their investment, but also making flying simpler and more affordable for the common mwananchi. Our reporter Claudia sat down with the Managing Director at Fly 748 and filed the following report on the state of flying in the country.
According to the annual Tourism Sector Performance Report 2021, the number of domestic airlines has greatly influenced the economy now that there is an increase in local destination routes.
Domestic market has done pretty well, surpasses the 2019 figures. And that's what I want to say to Kenya. Thank you very much for supporting the industry, and we are going to count on you because domestic marketing is effective and it supported destinations like Kisumu and Western region. It has supported destinations like Nakuru and Naivasha. It has supported destinations like Diani, Malindi, and Lamu. So that is the support of the domestic market. So I want to say again, specifically, thank you to Kenyans for supporting tourism in 2021. Thank you.
This has seen a significant growth of Kenya's domestic market and, in effect, the sprouting of new airlines, a factor that has boosted flight uptake, especially at a time when airlines globally are struggling to recover from the pandemic-induced slump.
With what we have seen here, with the world opening up, we can see this. The world has already developed a herd immunity. We can see within a few months the normal tourism coming in. So with the normal tourism coming in, it also very much assists the domestic ones. I mean, places like Masai Mara, 70–75% used to be international tourism. All that is going to come back.
Mwangi, who has been in the aviation sector close to 26 years, insists that growth for our own domestic market can well be locally sustained without necessarily relying on foreign visitors.
This is the chance that you have. This is the chance that you have. You must visit Masai Mara. You must visit our great beaches. You must go to Ukunda. You must go to Mombasa. You must go to Malindi. You can't wait for the people to fly all over 10,000 kilometers, miles away, to come and see all this beauty. And you are born here, and you haven't seen this beauty. This is the time. We made it so cheap, it's unbelievable. If you come in as groups, especially if you organize yourself, 10, 20 people, we will be able even to give you even better rates that you have ever seen advertised.
The annual tourism report performance for 2021 indicates an increase in airport landings in various parts of the country since 2019, 2020 and 2021 respectively, with a slight slump in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the report, Kisumu Airport recorded a total of 4,703 in 2019, 1,975 in 2020 and picked up to 4,110 in 2021. In Malindi, total landings and departures were 2,457 in 2019, 1,217 in 2020, and 2,409 in 2021. In Ukunda, a total of 3,888 flights were recorded in 2019, 2,039 in 2020, and 2,803 in 2021. Manda Airport in Lamu recorded a total of 2,100 in 2019, 1,071 in 2020, and 1,780 in 2021.
We have recovered very well, but not yet there yet. But we have done very well, particularly domestic market. The domestic market all over the world, they want to see cheaper. They want to enjoy facilities cheaper because it's in their countries. So there is no problem with Kenyans demanding. They want to make their safari or their holidays affordable.
In Kenya, we are trying to get there. I mean, in places, flights to places like Mombasa, we have quite a number of them. I can tell you, especially during Christmas month, I think there was a flight every 30 minutes. every that minutes we had a flight to Mombasa or coming from Mombasa and all this and that. We can actually see the world changing, and we would like Kenya to be the first place where Europe and America is kind of replicated, where we can actually show that we can actually do like they are doing in Europe, that our children can go to Mombasa flying, you know, and people will get used to flying.
Despite these positive indicators, airlines still contend with a number of challenges that, if addressed, will boost performance in the sector.
Whilst there has been a lot of investment in the road network, railway network, there isn't as much investment in aviation. And I'm talking about, you know, a place like JKA, which should be a national hub. Everybody flying into this place to connect to East and Central Africa, South, everywhere. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, our cake is flying slowly. It's left. It's gone to Addis Bore Airport, which has a lot of disadvantages because it's a very high altitude. When you have industry, is overtaxed, extremely overtaxed. We have so many taxes that it's a kind of a killer. It's very, 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 very difficult to get into it, and we know where the government is coming from. They have to raise the revenues and all that, but we still think that this industry, there is a lot to learn, even from the government side. And that is what we can actually consider as one of the biggest frustration in this industry.
The industry is now recovering, and macroeconomic data based on International Civil Aviation Organization Global Forecast recent estimates that demand shocks indicate that traffic forecast will return to 2019 levels in 2024 at low growth rate of 3.6% compared to 4.2% before COVID-19. For Metropole TV, I'm Claudio Tieno.